I'm Eytan Shander for Awesemo. We have 3 plays on this Monday night slate for you on PrizePicks.com, but we also have a promo code for you to get to work with. It's Awesemo, AWESEMO, and we're going to match your first deposit up to $100. Our first play on Monday night in the NBA for PrizePicks, we're going to go over Joel Embiid's points, and it's a narrative play more so than anything here. Simply, it's his second game back from missing a long road trip with COVID. Joel Embiid looked fine despite the team losing to Minnesota on Saturday. He's going to come out at home following a home loss and put on a show. And the good news is it's against the Orlando Magic, where even if they had every single person healthy on that squad, even if Mo Bamba was 100% healthy, not going to matter. And Mo and others, Terrence Ross, come into this game hurt, questionable. It's just not a great matchup at all for the Orlando Magic, facing a major bounce back opportunity for the Sixers. And Joel Embiid is fueling that bounce back. He's going to crush this 23.5 number. It is low on PrizePicks. The points should be somewhere in the low 30s. Now, the blowout factor is definitely in play here. But remember, Embiid and the Sixers suffer a really tough loss to Minnesota at home, granted, in Embiid's first game back on Saturday. They want to put a show on for sure against this home or against the Magic at home. And Joel Embiid can definitely take advantage of that in really just a half or maybe 3 quarters worth of work. So I'm not worried about Embiid sitting. I'm not worried about minutes. I'm not worried about the blowout factor, where if I can get 2.5 to even 3 quarters for Joel Embiid, I can go over 23.5 against the lowly Orlando Magic. Our second play, Zach Lavine. Now, we're going to go under his 23.5 points. If you look at the last 5 games, he's only gone over this number once. It's 28 points in a loss to the Houston Rockets. Other than that, he's been well below 23.5, hovering around that low 20 to high teen number, and he's just been struggling more often than not. The difference, of course, is that even when he has been shooting the ball well, where we saw 2 games ago against the Orlando Magic, like everybody shoots well against the Orlando Magic, you have the blowout factor, limited his minutes, limited his points, 21 here. Charlotte, it's going to be a tougher matchup by all means. I think this is where you would default back to, all right, he struggled with a lot of minutes and a lot of shots against better defending teams. Going to go up against that in Charlotte. The matchup here would dictate that you'd go under the 23.5 points, especially looking at what he's done against better defenses, most recently the Miami Heat, where in 37 minutes took 16 shots overall, 10 from 3, and only finished with 16 points. So we're going to go under pretty confidently the 23.5 points for Zach Lavine. Our final play is going to be Seth Curry. We're going to go back to this Sixers Magic game, and he's hovered around 2 threes pretty consistently. It's a flat number. The hook is not in play. So we're going to go over, with the push being the ceiling here. You have that outlier, that 0 for 5 against his brother in the Golden State Warriors out west on that road trip. But with Joel Embiid back, it actually helps Seth exponentially from behind the arc, get some open, clean looks. Expect a lot of takes. He took 8. Granted, it was double overtime, but still, Seth Curry took 8 threes in Joel Embiid's return, and that should tell you a lot right there. More threes than he's taken in the last 3 games. So no issue with Joel Embiid coming back. If anything, that will bump up the looks for Curry. And if I can get 8 to 9 3 attempts tonight against the Orlando Magic before the blowout really ensues, I'm pretty confident that I can at least get 2 on the floor, if not 3 to 4 threes, and go over that flat number of 2. All right, Joel Embiid, we're going over his points, 23.5. Should smash the Orlando Magic in a nice bounce back opportunity at home. We're going to go under Zach Lavine's 23.5 points. He's been struggling shooting the ball, especially against better defending teams. And then finally, over Seth Curry threes at 2. Flat number, no hook on PrizePicks. Love that the push is now the floor here. And again, Seth comes off an 8 3-point attempt night with Embiid back. Expect a lot of launching for Seth tonight. Put him in a flex play. You hit 2 of 3, and you can win 1 1/4 back your entry fee. Hit all 3 in the flex play, and you're going to win 2 1/4 your entry fee. Now, you want a bigger payout? Don't worry. We got you. It's the power play. But you must hit 3 out of 3 in this entry. And if you do, you'll win 5 times what you put in. Use our promo code Awesemo, AWESEMO, and we'll match your first deposit up to $100. I'm Eytan Shander for Awesemo. Have a great night.